H2K Infosys provides world-class online IT training, staffing, and software testing solutions to customers worldwide. H2K Infosys, how we are different from our competitors. 100% job-oriented training, hands-on project work, cloud test lab, resume preparation and review, mock interviews, robust syllabus, one-time fee and lifetime access to classes, access to recorded sessions of live classes. H2K Infosys has won the trust of thousands of students worldwide. For a free demo class, visit us at h2kinfosys.com.
Browser. Okay. All right. So we have typically seen the examples. We have spoken about servlets. All right. Now even we have spoken about the get method, and if you can see, there is a limitation. The get method has size limitation. Only 1024 character can be in the request string. So when I talk about request string, this is my request string. So when I do a submit, this is my request string. Okay. So I can only have 1024 characters. That's what it specifies. Okay. So never use the get method if you have password or other sensitive information to pass to the server, because as I said, if you have any kind of password, do not even use these kind of methods. So servlet handle this type of request using your do get method. Okay. Now you have got the post method. If you see, you need to use your do post method in order to access your post methods. Okay. Now we have spoken about only one method from your request, that is a request.get parameter. Okay. So with the help of request.get parameter, you can request you call request.get parameter method to get the value of a form parameter. Okay. The same way you can say get parameter values. This call this method if the parameter appears more than once and return multiple values for the example checkbox. Let's say you have a checkbox. Let me just drag and drop a couple of examples from my system, and let me just show you that. Okay, let me close all these things. Okay, so we'll even see your get parameter values, and we'll see the get parameter names also here right now. Okay, just stay tuned. Okay, let's copy this. Okay, so I have an example. Let me just drag and drop that example out here. Okay, so come here, drop this out here. So let me just say it as hello servlet 2, for example. Copy this, bring it here, paste it. Okay, so I'll just say hello servlet 2. And if you see here, you have no limitations. If you want to have multiple URL patterns for a particular servlet, you can basically specify using a URL patterns. Okay, so here in this case, you have got URL patterns equals to so and so and so. Okay, this is also one way you can specify. So you can have multiple URL patterns for a single servlet. What is this? Copy this and paste it out here. Right. So I have got hello servlet. So let me see what all methods I have it here. Okay. At the end of the session, I'll copy and paste a couple of other files also. So I would request you guys to at least go through those files and understand and try to execute it. Okay. So that you come up with some questions, and then we can discuss about those things. Okay. So here I just say request.get parameter names. So let me see, where do I have this hello servlet? Copy and search it. Okay, give me a sec, guys. I should have copied and pasted all the examples. Okay. So this is my request get parameter. Okay, so let me just use the same thing here, and let me just say hello servlet 2. Okay, or let's say we will give this name as parameter names example. Okay, so I'm just going to remove all these things. So I've got hello servlet 2 and I have given the name as param name example. Okay, so I will come back to the do post method. Okay, whether it's a do get or do post. So it will say request.get parameter name. So let us see what is this parameter names. Okay, so I'll just copy, instead of having your action, I will just say parameter name example. Okay, so form action equals to parameter name example, and ultimately it is going to go to your parameter name example is what there is your hello servlet 2.java file. Okay, so it comes back to the hello servlet 2.java file. It comes here, takes all the requests. So let's see what's going to be the output right now. So let me clear this, compile it. Folks, is there anyone who is not able to follow it, or it is pretty much fast for you guys to understand? Please just give me a message privately or whatever, doesn't matter.
Yeah, um, Jairam,
Mm-hmm.
actually, I was not able to log in today. Maybe the password was not correct. I don't know what happened wrong. So
Uh-huh.
I just like couple of 5 minutes ago I joined. So I am totally no, I'm not getting
Okay, so
what's happening.
I would request you to have to go through the video then. Okay.
Hey, Jairam,
Mm-hmm.
quick question here. I see the annotations here. I'm not sure if I missed, but did you go over annotations, how that
We
work
spoke about
and all that?
annotations yesterday itself.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So we spoke about annotations as well as we spoke about your
And the
configuring.
videos,
Uh-huh. Yeah, videos.
actually the videos on the
Mm-hmm.
link are the last video is not there. I mean, I think the last two sessions. So if they
Uh,
could upload it so
well,
that
I actually
I
sent
can
out an
see.
email yesterday to everyone with the uh, uploading videos. What I'll be doing, if I'm not sure if you have got that email, I'll be on a daily basis using the same
Jairam,
video. Yep.
I'm not getting any emails from you.
Yeah,
This is
actually
Pratibha.
I'm also not getting.
Okay, I would request you guys to ping me with this subject, email video link. Just do not change this subject. Okay, just say email video link and send across to jairam.h2kinfosys at gmail.com. Okay, do not change the subject. Don't even have any kind of spaces also, and shoot out an email right away. Everyone, I see 16 folks right here. So I would request all 16 folks to send out an email so that from today I'll be sending out all the videos. I mean, at least the videos which I will be teaching it today, I'll be uploading it in a particular drive, and you guys have to access that. And you will very well go back to the H2K Infosys site in order to access it later. Okay, at least for today or tomorrow, you will be seeing those videos in a particular folder. Okay, so okay, so probably at the end of the class, I'll be seeing all those emails. So I'm expecting at least 16 emails from each of you folks. So if anyone is going to miss out, please get in touch with me again. Okay. All right. So we spoke about the configuration in your web.xml as well as we spoke about your annotation. This was your initial way or your old way of annotating. You're configuring your servlet. So this is your new way of configuring your servlet. Okay. So we have already spoken about these annotations, right? Okay, so let us go back and talk about your hello.html again. Go back. Okay, so in this, I'll just say first name is Jairam, last name is Raut, and do a submit. Okay, so param name example is not found. Param name example, so I have to restart the server. close this. Build this. Now there is one more way even you can start a server. Just say Control-3, okay, and just say server. If you say server out here, it says servers, and you can see your Tomcat server has been listed out here. You can see what all files has been or what all projects has been deployed. Now here in this case, I have only my Web Pro project, okay, and this has been stopped. You can right click on this and just say start, okay. Now, if you remember, we have actually done a debug for your core Java programs, right? So you basically right click debug as so and so, right? How do you debug your servers? I mean, server side programs, right? You want to see whether the request has come here or the request has what is happening with the request. Sometimes your requests are not proper, so you want to check whether the request which is coming is proper or not. So can you briefly talk about annotations when you get a chance? I think I missed that part yesterday. Okay, Pratima, I will talk about that, okay, in real short. All right, so how do you do that? So I told you that you can even put a debug point. So if I want to put a debug point, I can put a debug point here and go back to my hello.html, come back here and just say submit out here, right? So I got some information. It's pretty much small. I can just say here, okay, h1, okay. So go back. I hope it will be compiled. All right. So this is what you get right now. Okay. So these things are null because I'm not passing any information. These things are null. Null. Name is null. Place is null. Okay. So I did not pass any information. Moreover, the name which you have it here is your name. It is not your first name or last name. So if I say here first name and let's say last name, okay, that's what you are supposed to do here. Now let's see what are we going to do right now. Okay, so my main objective is to first of all debug this application. Once we debug, we will see a couple of other methods also which is present in your request object. Okay, now I have already put
Jairam, I have a quick question before that. Can I ask, please?
Yeah, please go ahead.
I want to ask you that in this the method you set content type, you have passed on text and HTML.
Right.
You got it from the HTML file, I suppose.
No, usually we'll even talk about this in short. Okay, just stay tuned.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. So let us try to debug this and see how where I am right now. Okay. Now you have already done a debugging in your core Java application. Now how do you do a debug on this server? Okay. So for debugging, again, I have to go back to the servers and I have to stop the server. Okay. How do you open this tab? Just say Control-3 and you can just say servers and you can open this. Right click and just say you can just say again restart in debug mode. I just want to stop it here. Now let me even show you a couple of other things also even before even going into this. All right. Now if you see there is a method that is a destroy in your hello servlet 2, right? So the moment I stopped the entire server, this particular method got invoked. Okay, so this is very similar to your finalize method. You want to free up some resource, or very similar to your try catch finally, right? So wherein you want to close some connections, and the same thing here, if you before even your servlet get destroyed, you want to free up some resource using your destroy method. Okay, now these are all callback methods. So it's very important for you to understand what is a callback method. Callback methods are the one which gets called automatically. You don't have to call those methods explicitly by yourself. Okay, so this is where the advanced Java comes into picture, wherein you'll be having a lot of callback methods. Even when you even get a chance to learn about EJBs, there are a lot of callback methods. Those will be called automatically. Okay, all right. So what I have to do? Come back to the server, right click on this, and just say debug. Okay, now we are in the debug mode. So when we are in the debug mode, I have put a debug point out here. So let's see what happens here. Okay. go back to this page. You have got the first name, last name. I'm not capturing the email. I'm not capturing the password. Okay. And let's see what is the view page source. This is your get. Okay. As of now, it doesn't matter for me whether it passes to the URL or it passes in the body in the body itself. Okay. So just say submit. Now when I did a submit, it came here and it stopped. Why? Because I am running the server in the debug mode right now. Is it same with the service method? Init is not same as the service method. Okay. Init is only for initializing.
No, I'm asking. No, my question is, you said callback methods. So are service method and init method, are they also
Yes, init method,
callback
your
methods?
service methods are all callback methods.
Okay, thank you.
All right, so right now we are in the debug point. So I just do F6 request.get parameters. So what is request.get parameters, right? So request.get parameter name is nothing but it is a list. So let us see that what you get. Request.get parameter. The first one is Jairam. Okay. Now the next one is Raut. Third one nothing. Why it is nothing? Because if you remember, this is my first field, this is my second field, this is my third field, and this is my fourth field. So when you say request.get parameter names, it is going to return you an enumeration. Okay, that means when you say request.get parameter name, so let us see what is the return type of this. Okay, the return type of this is an enumeration. Now if you remember your iterator in your collection, the same thing when you talk about request.get parameter names, it returns a enumeration. So it is very much similar to your iterator. Okay, in case of your collections, you use iterator. Here this is also part of a collection itself. Okay, so if you see, it comes under your java.util package itself. Okay, so the only thing is your request.get parameter names, it returns your enumeration, it doesn't return your iterator. Okay, now with the help of the enumeration, you can basically iterate or walk through the complete values which is present in your client, okay, or which is completely present in your form itself. So in the form, I have got 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so all the 4 values are coming up, and if you can see the output also, it printed Jairam, it printed Raut, it printed nothing because the third one I did not give anything, and it is going to iterate one more time. Okay, and this one more time also there is nothing. All right, so if you want to capture all the information in one shot, okay, you can very well use your request.get parameter names. Okay, now here I just said request.get parameter of first name, last name, the same thing I display it out here. Okay, go back to the browser and you see these informations out here. All right, any questions, folks?
The enumeration is a class?
Enumeration is not a class for us right now. Okay, it is an interface. As I said, the way we were talking about iterator. Okay, so iterator. So where is this iterator? This is also an interface.
Okay, so just like we use a iterator, here in servlets we use enumerator.
Not in servlets. This particular specific method returns an enumeration.
Okay.
If you see the return type of this method, it is what? It is an enumeration out here.
Okay, yeah, that's all right. And it is getting the parameters which you were from that box.
It basically what it does, it takes all the fields. Now, how many fields? I have got 1, 2, 3, and 4 fields. So it takes up all the fields and it captures all the information at one shot, and you can very well iterate through those complete list and you can print it accordingly. Okay. So these are all couple of utility methods. It might be used handy sometimes if you want to capture all the informations and you want to do some processing, you can do that. Okay. Here, if you see in my previous example, I used to say request.get parameter of first name, last name. Here I didn't do those things. Even if you can see here, I've done it in this way. But if you do not want to do it in that way, you can just say request.get parameter and you can just pass on the enumeration values out here. Okay, you say enumeration.next value.
Okay, got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Folks, I mean, I believe I have to stop here. I would request you guys to go ahead and work out on this. And as I said, please write a JDBC application. Okay, create a HTML page. All right, create an HTML page. Have a form out here. Enter your first name, last name, email address, or your address, anything as such. Have a submit button and create a servlet accordingly. Let's say student servlet. Okay, so that student servlet is going to create a connection. All right, going to create a connection and save those information to the database. So everything you can do it using a service method. Okay, so I would request you guys please do this and shoot out an email to me with all the files so that I can review that. And if you still have any questions, you can just shoot out an email to me. Okay, so we'll just stop the class. If you guys have any questions, the window is open right now. How does it captures radio button, upload picture, etc.? Okay, so we'll talk about capturing the radio buttons. We'll talk about, we'll see if I have an example, I'll show you how to upload a video or upload a file also. Okay, we'll talk about that in the upcoming sessions.
Hello, Jerem. I wanted to ask you, in this, you have set content type above, a little bit above.
Right, okay.
What is this text HTML?
As of now, just understand this. Tomorrow we'll talk about other content types also. Okay. As of now, you are saying that you are giving in the form of your HTML. You have got text XML also. So let us go back to this and where is that browser? Do submit. There are different content types also, which we'll discuss in the upcoming sessions.
All right, thank you.
Okay. So, all right, if you can see the hello world, it is extra content at the end of the document. Okay, anyways, let's not bother about right now. Okay, I'll be showing you a couple of other content types also in the coming sessions as well. Okay, we'll talk about how to drop. I mean, whenever you give an output, I want to save the complete output in the form of your Word doc. Okay, I want to save all the information in your Word document itself directly. So I can use it. I can use a couple of other different content types also. Okay, just stay tuned. Okay. All right, folks. Any other questions as of now? No questions. Okay. All right. So I'm going to do one thing. I'm going to check in all the files today, and you guys can work out on that. Okay. And if you see here, you just need to do an update on your April 14 batch itself. You don't have to have anything as in picture. So just right click and just pull. Okay. So all the files will be in your system. Okay. All right, folks. Have a nice. Have a good night.
Jerome, just a quick question. What is the difference between a JSP and a servlet?
There is no difference. On a higher end, if I say you JSP is nothing but a servlet again. Okay. There are a lot of other differences we'll see in the upcoming classes. Okay. But just to give you a higher knowledge, your JSP ultimately is your servlet itself. Okay. All right, folks, we can wind up here. And I know you guys are pretty much curious to understand JSP. When the time comes, you will pretty much understand what is the difference between those two. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you.